mother or a father will want to shut the eyes and ears of their kids,
Yeah.
or grandparents won't be able to watch it. There are no embarrassing moments. I'm not averse to looking hot, but I'm not comfortable doing extensive. They were all rooting for Abhishek, and it was the year before Fardeen had come. Abhishek was coming few months after us. So
Yeah.
people didn't have faith in Hritik as well. Are you stupid? From a young college student, you're going to come with a senior actor. Then you're going to come showing an age difference. Mr. Sanjay Leela Bhansali had told me this, after Gadar. He said, you please retire now. I'm like, how mean. A lot of the OTT that came to me had a lot of abusive language, maa behen ki galis.
Hello everyone, this is Aina and welcome to Instant Bollywood. I'm with the super pretty and very talented Ameesha Patel. She has graced Bollywood with her performances for over 2 decades now.
Thank you for such a lovely welcome.
I have to first of all congratulate you because like we were discussing, this is literally a blockbuster after years that we have seen. The numbers are massive. I'm sure you're feeling great, but we often see people hooting, screaming when we see action films, but this film stands for so many things. There's love for the country, there's romance, there's comedy. What do you have to say about that?
I think in all, this film is a take 2 of Gadar 1. Like, if you ask me now, I would say Gadar 1 is pre-interval and Gadar 2 is post-interval.
Yeah.
It is a new chapter in Tara Sakina's family, and I'm so happy that we kept the essence of Gadar alive. Gadar was known for patriotism, superb dialogue, super action, but it was the biggest love story. It was Gadar Ek Prem Katha. And I don't think Indian film industry has seen such a love story in the past 3-4 decades, I think, at this level. And it was one of India's most beautiful and revered and loved love stories. Also came with great music and comedy and everything. It's a complete film with family values and traditions. It's a film that is wholesome, that all age groups together can sit and watch. There's not one scene where a mother or a father will want to shut the eyes and ears of their kids, or grandparents won't be able to watch it. There are no embarrassing moments, and I think after a long time, Indian cinema has seen a complete family entertainer. That's what I think is making cinema goers go back to cinema, and making theatres houseful again, which is a very amazing feeling. Film industry needed it, and I'm glad that
Gadar 2 got it.
Gadar 2 was able to do it.
Yeah.
I feel privileged, and I hope that more and more films manage that.
I want to ask you, as a third person, what is the difference when you shot Gadar before and what's the difference now? Like, how is the set atmosphere like? Are there a lot of changes in the industry while you're filming a movie?
There are a lot of changes in the industry, but are you asking me specifically about being on Gadar sets and Gadar 2 sets? I felt like I've gone back home. I'm the most comfortable working with Sunny. We have a great magical relationship on and off screen. So I just felt I was next door. Time had frozen, it had stood still, and from a time capsule I've come to this. I didn't feel a passage at all. It was just magical. No green mats behind us, even in this film or the last. So technically, there was nothing that was too fake with our film. It was just a very real film.
Yeah.
And therefore, technically, other than having a monitor where we could see our shots, unlike Gadar 1 where there was no recording for us to go back and see what we had shot, that system was not there. Other than that, and having maybe sometimes 3 camera setups, 12 camera setups, 4 camera setups, and saving on time.
Right.
Everything remained as raw and organic
I suppose.
as the first one. There was very little post work that was needed on this film.
You mentioned about how this is a family film and you don't have any embarrassing moments, or like it's very easy to watch it with your whole family. As an actress, do you kind of oppose if there are certain things that you don't stand for? Do you oppose intimate scenes?
I don't oppose them as long as I'm not doing them. I mean, each one has to decide for themselves, like how a Salman always says, I don't kiss on screen. Sunny's got the same principle, I've got the same principle. So as an actor, nothing's wrong or right. You have to set your boundaries to what you as your personality are comfortable with.
Right.
So I'm not averse to looking hot, but I'm not comfortable doing extensive sexually intimate scenes. I'm not comfortable in loads of kinds of different kind of clothing. I'm not comfortable with abusing on screen, using maa behan ki galis. I'm not comfortable kissing on screen and things like that. So those are parameters I think each individual sets for themselves, and I don't judge anyone who's doing or not doing these things. To each his own, what he or she is comfortable with. 100%. So I'll never oppose it, because cinema is about experimenting with everything. Like today I'm against smoking, but if a film requires, a character requires, I will do that. If I have to show a certain character, but you justify to me that it's required to be shown, not just for the heck of it because it's fashionable. Fulan Devi was a dacoit, but if someone asked me as an actor you could play, I would, or a Dawn. I would love to play a female Dawn. Now, I'm not someone who likes underworld and gangsters and all, but I think for me as an actor it would be challenging to play a gangster. So it's about your own mindset.
You also mentioned during the trailer launch that a lot of people thought that Gadar 2 was not a good idea. And people were like, oh, she can't be Sakina again, the lazy lamhe girl. Now everyone's shut. Everyone's got their answers. But when someone and people continuously kind of question your Instagram, like you said, on your trailer launch, and also question this film coming back after 20 years, is there some kind of demotivation that takes place?
No, I think, of course, you feel upset, but then you only work harder to prove that, you want to prove them wrong. And it happened with Gadar 1, where people didn't have faith in the project. Like I mentioned at the trailer launch as well, they called it Gutter. And we were the dark horse. People didn't even have faith in Kaho Na Pyar Hai. They were all rooting for Abhishek, and it was the year before Fardeen had come. Abhishek was coming few months after us. So people didn't have faith in Hritik as well. So they therefore did not have faith in, and I was a nobody from film family. I was from a completely business and political background. So people were like, who are these two new people? But then Kaho Na Pyar Hai went and did historical business and became the biggest hit of that year. So it can be demoralizing, but then you just give more of yourself. So the first time round for Gadar 2, we got a lot of brickbats, and people never thought the film would work, and people demoralized me from signing the film. And then when I signed it, they said, you're a fool and you're committing your career's biggest murder, and things like that. But I had a gut feeling that, not that the film would work to this extent, but I love the story. I love the script. I love Sakina. I love Tara. I loved the love story that they had. It was so pure, so beautiful, so innocent. So I loved the script when I heard it. And I was like, there's no way I'm not do it, even if people dissuade me. People dissuaded me for Hamraz as well. People said, now after Sakina, how can you play a girl who's money hungry and is manipulative and, wants to marry someone to take his wealth and stuff like that. But again, when the box office success happens, then people say, actually, yeah, your decision was right. So with Gadar 2 as well, they were like, there's no way you can look like a mother, and there's no way. I said, for Gadar, I will make sure I look like a mother. I may not otherwise, but I'll ensure for Gadar, I work hard. So with my team, hair, makeup, costume and all, we worked to give that character that little seasoned look,
That's what I love about you, that you apne dil ki suni, you followed your gut and you proved people wrong, because these two films, people wait for these blockbusters in their lives, और वो होता नहीं, and you got it very early on in your career. I was going to get this topic up about playing a mother back then. Did people be like, this is a very stupid decision, you're very wrong because you're so young right now?
Absolutely. Everybody told me it was a wrong decision. And I won't mention the people, they were big wigs from the film industry advising me not to do it. Every film that I was doing while I was shooting for Gadar, including Kaho Na Pyar Hai, or Ye Hai Jalwa with Salman, or Ajay Devgan's Aamir, any film that I was doing, I was a college student. And they're like, are you stupid? From a young college student, you're going to come with a senior actor, then you're going to come showing an age difference between both of you all in a love story, and then you're going to come as a Pakistani girl covered from here to here, and then as a mother, like, are you mad so early in your career? And I was like, you know what, Gadar justifies it all. And at that time, we had no clue it's going to become such a, a cult. But I had conviction. I love the narration. I love the script. So I felt it's a story that needs to be told.
I wanted to ask that I read a comment that said that her first two films did so well and they're such big blockbusters that it's so good to be true. Did you feel like it's going to be so hard to maintain this kind of stardom for the rest of my life.
Absolutely, because what happened is anything would pale in comparison. Hamraz was a blockbuster, Bhool Bhulaiya was a blockbuster, Honeymoon Travels was a blockbuster. People appreciated my work in all my films, be it Mahesh Bhatt's film with Tanuja Chandra, Ye Zindagi Ka Safar, Kya Yahi Pyar Hai became a hit with Aftab. I had a second film with Hritik, I did 2 films with Ajay, 2 films with Akshay, 2 films with Sanju, and everybody, Bobby, Arjun Rampal. I've done so many films, but people always went back because the standards and the bar was set so high. And in fact, Mr. Sanjay Leela Bhansali had told me this, after Gadar, he said, you please retire now. I'm like, how mean? Why? My life has just begun. He's like, because Ameesha, you don't understand.
Yeah.
You have achieved what most girls don't achieve.
That's true.
And if they do, a Mughal-e-Azam, a Pakiza, Mother India, etc. comes way towards the end of their careers. You had it in the beginning. Now, how will you surpass this? So it will be difficult for you, so you retire. Like, just give up, because what will you do? I didn't understand it then, but then through the years I understood what a meaningful thing he had actually said to me, and how correct he was to advise that, how will you match up? Because anything I did, my audiences, my fans were like comparing it to these blockbusters, which doesn't happen. No one has a, every Friday a success like this. So for Shah Rukh also, they're constantly wanting this step.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
It doesn't work every time, and for Hritik also they'll keep on doing So we get so stereotyped, and so people compare you so much to what they've taken in their heart. So and Tara and Sakina are 2 such characters which have lived in the hearts of people.
Just before you, in the morning, I had an interview with Sushmita Sen, and she did tell me that, she took a break from her career for a while because she was just not satisfied with the kind of work she was doing. And now when she's come back with OTT, it's giving her the platform, she's playing the female protagonist, and she's getting to do what she wants.
And she's a brilliant actor, to be hidden for so long. Like, I feel bad but then silly presences in films wouldn't justify amazing actresses like her. So I don't blame her for not wanting to be part of it, because even so many scripts that have come to me, either are against what I morally believe as an actor, I as Ameesha Patel can do, and what my audiences expect of me, or then the roles just don't justify my presence in them. So it's been definitely hard. So I can totally relate.
No, but as Sakina, my question is, it's definitely going to be difficult for people to, get you out of that box. But also, people have this really glam image of you where you're super hot. Do you feel like kind of, breaking out of that bubble?
Absolutely. Like, as an actor, as an actress, you love to do the dance numbers, have, all those hit chart busting numbers. But then as an actor, I also want roles like a cop, a detective, a courtroom drama where I'm a hard-hitting lawyer, even maybe a negative character where in the whole film you have no suspicion that this sweet innocent face can be a murderer, killer or something, and she turns out to be the villain. Murder mysteries. Hope that you do different kinds of easy breezy roles, some tough roles, some hard-hitting roles. Definitely I think there's a whole world there.
And those films work great now.
Great as well. I mean, Kerala Story, you see, I think Ada's done a terrific job. With the Kashmir Files, Anupam Kher has done a terrific job. Like, I'm so happy good actors like Nawazuddin, Rajkumar Rao, all these people, that whole thing of the stereotype of a hero has broken, and really good talent is getting, such good work on purely on merit, and not that you have to be this bodybuilding, gym lifting, typical hero that was set. And I think it's changed. Sushmita is doing such interesting work. She's also broken the norms of what a typical heroine should be. And today she's more remembered for Alia and things like that than even how awesome she looked in Mehuna. I mean, she sizzled. She was like fab. But people have taken her more seriously with Alia. And that's an amazing thing, because she's such a good performer.
Are you planning to go the OTT route or do something?
So a lot of OTT was offered to me, but I would love to do OTT if the script is really, really good. A lot of the OTT that came to me had a lot of abusive language, maa behan ki galis, a lot of sexually intimate scenes, which I don't think my audiences, I'm not comfortable doing it. That's the biggest reason I turn them down. And I don't think, even if I somehow made myself comfortable, I don't think my audiences would be comfortable. They are happy with Sakina, Sonia, Priya, Pinky, these characters that I've played, they look at you more as a family audience girl.
Yeah.
So when I come into that space where I suddenly start giving maa behan ki galis and all that, I won't be, my family audiences will be disappointed. You know, the grandparents, the elderly, the parents, the youngsters will get wrongly influenced. So I'm not comfortable with that yet. But definitely, like, I have loved The Night Manager. I think they've done superb. I love Farzi.
Yeah.
Everyone in Farzi was amazing. So there are these couple of shows that are hard-hitting but are really amazing.
You know, I have to bring this up only because I want to know your side. So in a recent interview, you spoke about how Lara and Bipasha were mean to you in a coffee with Karan.
No, I didn't speak about it. Someone mentioned that they were mean, and what was my reaction to it.
So a lot of people had to say that, why have you reacted on this after 18 years? What do you have to say about it?
I didn't react. That's the best part. People asked me this question and I still said no comment. I said, even at that time, when Karan said, when you come on my show, what will you respond? And I said, Karan, I have nothing to respond. So no comment. So people brought that up now. I have even forgotten that episode existed. You know, honestly, like, I don't talk bad about anybody. And I don't comment or I don't gossip. So for me, I had even forgotten that something like this happened. Till people who were interviewing me brought it up. And were like, what do you have to say now? And I'm like, first of all, that's so old. Why you bring it up? And second of all, I had said no comment. Then I'm going to say no comment now too, because I don't talk ill about anybody.
Over the years, you've mentioned that you've worked with the who's who and the top heroes of the industry. Does it ever kind of, you know, when you compare it before and things now, did you ever feel back then that I'm not getting the kind of roles or screen time, or I probably don't want to just play the love interest
No, I definitely felt that I need more powerful, definitely more powerful roles for sure, because I can do them justice. But then films like that are not being made, you know, like Hamraz and stuff, where I was happy to be the central character and everyone's presence in the film was justified. I wish we came out with more wholesome films, you know, and I think that's the reason when you do come out with a wholesome film, like Gadar 2, you know, it starts thundering and lightning at the box office. But the reason it's been a dry patch for everyone is because I don't think we've been giving good cinema. Why me? I don't know how many, the audiences are not happy with the kind of work that has been coming out from us. For me, it's very hard for me to think, okay, I want to be part of this film, but if it's not got any substance, why am I there? Like, what excites me in the morning to go on that set? You know, I have to feel that excitement, and cinema is not making that kind of, I mean, you've seen all the roles of the girls nowadays, what happens. They're not even on posters of films. And earlier it was very different. The girl had equal importance. She was on every poster. She was there promoting the film. Now, cinema, I don't know why, you know.
Oh, so you feel it's like the other way around?
No, I just feel that today we're not making the kind of cinema people want to see. And the minute we do make it, there's a storm at the box office. It's not that people don't want to go to theatres. Like, first people were giving an excuse, oh, you know, lockdown and this and that, and people are happy to be at home with OTT. And when we announced Gadar during lockdown, and they were like, who's going to come to watch your film? You know, cinemas are empty. No one's going. Don't you think you all are taking a risk? The opposite has proven when you make a good film with family values and a masala entertainer, which is time pass, paisa vasool for everybody. I think that's what we need to get back.
You know, but what I exactly meant is, did you see a difference between the treatment in male actors that the set probably created versus female?
No. That's all. That divide will always be there. The hero will always.
Still?
Yeah. A male hero will always be a male hero, and that's okay, because the collections and the films get sold because they're banking on a hero. To be honest, how many films have you seen of the topmost girls at whenever they've been at the peak of their careers, also when they've come solo, have actually run? You know,
but do you feel like times are changing, like Alia running a Gangubai?
No, that's one. That's what I'm saying. Very rare films. Like Deepika after Padmavat could not run a chapak, you know, and Alia still could manage a Gangubai, and they're both brilliant actors. But a female, and Ada Sharma ends up doing brilliantly in a Kerala story, which no one expects. At the end of the day, it's not about hero, heroine, it's about the script. And I know the flip side as well. A hero can be as big a star, but if the kahani is not good, even he's not going to get the numbers. You know, the script has to be strong. At the end of the day, the hero and heroine of every film is the subject. If we give our viewers a subject they're interested in, they will go watch it. Anupam Kher did it with the Kashmir Files. You know, proved everyone wrong that, you know, he can give a 250 crore, 300 crore hit, and I think
Right.
it's amazing. So I'm glad people are getting these kind of opportunities and different kind of cinemas happening.
We wish the same, that times change and there are more women protagonists playing, and
Absolutely.
we get more
More.
of that cinema.
Mm.
But thank you so much, and I want to congratulate you once again for the massive
you.
success.
Thank you.
And we're so glad for Gadar 2, and we're waiting for Gadar 3. Hope it won't take that long.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Hi guys, this is Ameesha Patel, your very own Sakina. If you like this video, please like, share, subscribe immediately to Instant Bollywood. All my love.